Hello, my YouTube people. Welcome back to Carlton's Cooking, Inside and Out. As you can see, today we're on the inside. So I felt like doing a little home cooking meal today. Good old-fashioned fried potatoes and some pork chops. So we're going to be enjoying that. Here, I got my ingredients laid out for my fried potatoes. I got a little onion powder, a little bacon grease. Keep you some bacon grease. Some Cavendish seasoning. It's a little secret for all kinds of foods. Some coarse black pepper. Got some kosher salt. Got my onions chopped up. And of course there you can see my potatoes all diced up and ready to go. Another little tip what I do with my potatoes. Once I peel them, I like to soak them in the fridge. And I put a little secret seasoning on them. As you can see, that secret seasoning to soak in is a little Lowry's. So people, I'm going to get these in a skillet. Get these going and I'll be right back. All right, folks, you can see I got my oil in there. It's all shimmering. I put a little canola oil to go in there along with my bacon grease. Frying fried potatoes in bacon grease with a little, that adds that little extra layer of flavor that people wonder what it is. So how I like to do mine is I like to get a little layer in there to start with. Get a little layer in that oil. You see it's not a whole lot of oil in there. I don't like greasy potatoes. I like my potatoes to cook up nicely. So as you can see here, I like to get a nice little layer in the bottom of that skillet. Get them separated and spread out a little bit. Get them going, get them going. Get a nice little layer in there. As you see here, got you a nice little layer. And then I like to season layers. You know, you put all the seasoning in the bottom of the pan. Or the top of the, then you got to try to stir it in. So I like to put that layer in there, get a layer of seasoning, going down with a little onion powder. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of that Cavendish seasoning. And that's another thing. Don't start off with a whole lot of heavy seasoning to start with. You can always add and adjust, but you can't take it back. Then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of this black pepper. Today I'm using a coarse black pepper because I like pepper in my potatoes. My wife does too. A little of that coarse black pepper. And now I'm going to hit it with a little bit of that kosher salt. Got a little of that kosher salt in there. Get another pinch of that. You know, kosher salt, it goes a little further than table salt, so you can be a little bit more generous and not worry about over salting. So once I get these all finished and in the pan like I want, then I'll bring you right back. Okay, folks, as you can see, I got that other layer of potatoes in there. I got them seasoned up. Now on my stove, I like to bring my heat. I like to bring my heat down a little bit on these potatoes to start with. And what I like to do with mine, I like to put a lid on them and put them to bed. And I check them periodically for softness and tenderness. Then, as you can see also, I don't have my onions in there yet. Don't want to put my onions in there too soon because they get in there and they'll burn. And then you got burnt onions in there. So what I'll do is once I get the potatoes close to the consistency and softness and doneness I want, I'll put my onions in there, stir them around, get them mixed in, and let that flavor develop. So, folks, I'll be right back. Okay, folks, while I was away, I went on and got my pork chops seasoned up. I had them soaking in water since this morning with a little salt water, a little brine on them. But before I put my breading on, I like to make a little batter. I take a little bit of all-purpose flour, a little hot sauce, a little salt and pepper, and just put on there to help the coating stick and to give that extra layer of flavor. So I'm going to start breading these up here. And once I get a few of them breaded up, I'll let you see what they look like. All right, people. Keep watching for me. Thank you. Hey, folks, before I started with breading those pork chops, my potatoes was giving me a little smell. So I figure I'd come over here and take a peek at them and see if they need a little moving around. So let's take a peek and see what we got. Oh, boy, look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Got that little steam going in there, helping them get nice and soft. But what I'm going to do is hard for me to turn right now with one hand. So you see what I'm doing? Once I get them turned around and mixed around, I'll bring you back. All right, people. I'm back again. I done turned my potatoes over one more time. Now you can see I added my onions. They got about the texture I want on the potatoes. And now by the time my onions get nice and soft in there, they won't be all burned. But they be getting their flavor to them beautiful potatoes. Over here, I got my oil getting going from my pork chops. You can see it's a shallow oil. It's not deep, about a ½ inch. I got some pork chops breaded up and ready. So once I get them in the grease, I'll bring you back to let you see. All right, folks. As you can see there, I got some potatoes in there, the onion. That color has gotten just right. Those onions are getting nice and soft. You see there's not a lot of grease floating around. Now, I take the top off. I bring the heat up just so I can crust them up just a little bit on the sides and the bottom. And here now, I got them chops in that daggone skillet frying away. Starting to get a little crusty around the edges and seeing that juices coming up on the top. And juices on top is a sign that you might be getting close to ready to turn. So just let them juices come up and then give them a turn here in a few minutes. And then I'll bring you back. All right, people. I've given those pork chops their first flip. Ooh, look at that pretty golden brown. Looking good, sizzling nice along. Man, they're going to be tasty. Bring you back over to the potatoes for one last look. They are done and finished. Let me get you down there and let you just see. Look at them. See that steam coming off? That's going to be delicious. All right, people. When I get these out and get some more in that daggone oil, I'll bring you back. Well, folks, as you can see, I got them first two chops out. Look at that, pretty golden brown. Just can't wait to bite in. And people, people always wonder, well, how you know when your chops or chicken or whatever is done? Take the guesswork out, people. Get you a digital thermometer. Right now, I use the Inkbird. I stopped cooking by time and I start cooking by color and internal temperature. That way, when your food is to the safe internal temperature for eating, you can take it off instead of overcooking it and drying it out. So my pork chops, I carry them. Pork is good at 145, but I carry them up to about 150, 155. And just to be on the safe side and get a little bit extra crust on them. All right, people, I'll bring you back. Okay, people, I got you back here. Here we go. We got it all done. We got them potatoes all done. They ready. Got those pork chops all done. Looking delicious, people. So, folks, I appreciate you hanging with me on this cook on these potatoes and pork chops. Just a simple little Thursday night meal to throw together for me and the wife. And folks, I hope you enjoy this video. Any of the tips I had, feel free to use them because they just regular old home cooking tips, my people. So folks, thank you for watching and do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. Help me grow this channel and I'll be bringing you more content soon. Again, thank you. Take care.